Madam, thrust number 7 is improvement to management process and systems. For the delivery of the action plan, railways will require new governance structure, new delivery mechanism, extensive management reform, and transparency across the board for quick decision making. I have already delegated the powers in respect of stores and work standards to general managers. I intend to further delegate, decentralize and deregulate. Rules and regulations governing freight business will be simplified and made more customer friendly. We have abolished the system of obtaining rail transport clearance from the ministry. We also intend simplifying the entire process of construction of private siding. Delegation empowerment should be accompanied with accountability and responsibility, and also monitoring from the apex to ensure that the organization objectives are being met. Towards this end, we propose to get a systems audit conducted for all railways in the next few months. An exercise in identification of global benchmark for key operating and maintenance activity is being carried out. We intend to improve upon the existing appraisal mechanism for the selection of project and introduce simulation tool for project planning and decision making. Further, it is proposed to introduce EPC system for contracting of all our railway projects. We have limited resources and thus must ensure that all public expenditure results in optimal outcome. We therefore intend to set up working group to modify the present system of accounting to ensure tracking of expenditure to desired outcomes. The data on costing would be available online, including costs incurred on constructing, augmenting, maintaining and operating railway lines. This will also help in undertaking post-commissioning evaluation studies. We will have the train operations audited with a view to increasing productivity and bringing in transparency. We are also proposing to expand the paperless working in our material management system. In line with focus on ease of doing business, we will digitally integrate our vendors through vendor interface management system to provide single window interface. Madam, the most important thrust 8 area is resource mobilization. Madam, railway is resource tight. This is unsustainable. Let alone capital investment, there is not even left for depreciation. Conventionally, we have looked for gross budgetary support only from one source, from the finance ministry. But this business as usual is never viable nor necessary. First, the Union government financial resources are themselves overstretched. Second, internal generation of resource will pick up when the railway reform starts. GDP growth occurs and the railways begin to attract traffic that has moved away from it. For remunerative project, it should be possible to generate resources through market borrowing, rooted through partnership with railways, PSUs and IRFC. Fourth, there are several areas where resource can be generated through PPP. Moving away from debt, some projects can be equity driven through partnership with state governments. All these lead to a simple proposition. One can leverage the resources one possesses much better. The size of the planned budget has gone up by 52% from rupees 65,798 crores to 1,11,000 crores in 2015-16. The support from central government constitutes 41.6%. The total planned budget internal generation is 17.8%. It is proposed to set up a financing cell in the railway board to make sure that we raise additional resources with taking advantage and benefit of advice from experts in the field, even from outside. For financing remunerative projects through market borrowing, it is intended to tap low-cost, long-term funds from insurance and pension funds, multilateral and bilateral agencies which can be serviced through incremental revenues. Railways will create new vehicle to crowd in investment from long-term institutional investors and other partners. This may include setting up an infrastructure fund, a holding company, and a JV with an existing NBFC of a PSU with IRFC for raising long-term debt from domestic as well as overseas sources. I am happy to say there is an incredible response from domestic as well as others for this idea, including multilateral and bilateral financial institutions that have expressed keen interest in working closely with railways in this endeavour. We will monetize our assets rather than selling them. I wish to state that encroachment on railway land is a serious issue. To counter this, Digitized mapping of land records has been initiated, and responsibility is being fixed on officials for any encroachment. We are drawing up a comprehensive policy to tap the latent advertising potential. The new strategy would harness the avenues, including offering stations and trays for corporate bonding. This is a huge amount of money that can be raised, which can help the railways to do a better job. We are launching a coastal connectivity program this year, where railways, in partnership with concerned ports like Mr. Gadkari's ministry, will deliver rail connectivity to Nargol, Chhara, Dighi, Revas and Tuna. This program is expected to mobilize investment of approximately 2,000 crores. We propose to launch project worth 2,500 crores through BOT annuity route. This includes Wardha-Nagpur third line, Kazipet-Vijayawada third line, Bhadrak-Nargudi third line and Bhuj-Nalia gauge conversion. Scrap disposal policy of Indian Railways to ensure we get better money out of it is being completely revamped. Thrust number 9, I strongly believe that our human resource or workforce of railway is our real strength. As a part of the focused human resource strategy, measures would be adopted to raise employee productivity in line with global standard. It is proposed to pursue creation of separate accounting head for HRD and develop ERP-based human resource management system. Our frontline staff is the first point of contact with the public. We intend to start, actually it has already been started in various locations, training module on soft skills for them so that our customers feel welcome. Training in yoga will be imparted to our staff, especially from RPF. We are in the process of setting up a full-fledged university during the year 2015-16. We will take up the work of repair of staff quarters and also of RPF barracks. We will also improve the delivery of health services to our employees. For the recreational pursuit of our staff, we have decided to upgrade 4 holiday homes to begin with. Thrust area number 10, energy and sustainability. We have set up for the first time an environment directorate in Railway Board to increase focus on thrust on environmental management. Railway is the largest consumer of electricity and thus has a substantial potential for reducing energy consumption. Thrust will also be given for adoption of energy efficient LED luminaries, appliances, etc. A detailed energy audit is being worked out to reveal the huge potential for energy saving. Although a bulk consumer, Railways pays extremely high charges for traction power. It is proposed to procure power through open bidding process at an economical tariff from generating companies, power exchanges and bilateral arrangement. This initiative is likely to result in substantial saving of at least 3,000 crores in the next few years. It is intended to expand sourcing of solar power as a part of solar mission of railways. Work is in full swing at a solar power plant in Katra station and is slated for completion in March 2015. Further 1,000 megawatt of solar plant will be set up by the developers on the railway or private land on the rooftop of railway building, and in fact we intend to cover all possible footprints of railways to harness the solar energy. We have launched a mission for water conservation, water harvesting. Water recycling plants will be set up at major water consumption center after conducting water audit. Expansion of water harvesting system will continue. All our workshops are in the process of getting accredited for environmental management. This will be extended to loco sheds, major coaching and wagon maintenance depots. The House will be happy to note that CNG-based demo have been introduced on Northern Railway, and it proposed to convert 100 demos to dual fuel, CNG and diesel. Locomotives running on LNGs are being currently under development. We are making efforts to bring in noise level of locals at par with international norms. We will demonstrate our sensitivity to wildlife by factoring in concerns related to the environment. Madam, we need to invest in Indian Railways also because it is necessary for our ecological sustenance. The annual consumption of fuel by the railways is just about 7% of the annual fuel consumption by the road sector. The energy consumption is about 75% or 90% less for freight traffic when compared to road. The carbon dioxide emission is about 80% less than road. Investment in Indian Railways is an investment in our future. It is an investment in our sustainability. It is investment for posterity. Madam, thrust area number 11 is transparency and governance initiative. As the honorable members of the House are aware, we recruit various categories of employees through 21 recruitment boards. As a major transparency initiative, the system of online application has been introduced for 2 categories as a pilot project. It is proposed to extend this further to include all future recruitments. Corruption at all levels continues to affect the common man. We are working on solutions to address this menace. In order to provide thrust to transparency, e-procurement value chain has been expanded to cover all divisions, depots, workshops. Railways currently is the only rail-based trans-city infrastructure provider and operator in the country. Therefore, for the purpose of orderly development of infrastructure services, enabling competition and protection of customer interest, it is important to have a regulation mechanism independent of the service provider. It is now proposed to set up a mechanism which will be entrusted with making regulation, setting performance standards, and determining tariffs. It will also adjudicate on disputes among licensee, private partners, and the ministry, subject to review in appeal. Even as we pursue the transformation agenda, Railway will continue to honor its wider obligation to the nation. With this in mind, and keeping with our government's higher priority on skill development, with its vast spread, we will continue by making available its infrastructure like stations and training centers for skill development. A huge talent of skilled personnel and the services are available for the national cause. To encourage self-employment, we will promote products made by self-help groups consisting mainly of women and youth. Konkan Railway has already launched this program in 3 states during the past 3 months. Konkan Railway expects to generate self-employment for approximately 50,000 persons from this scheme in the next 5 years, few years. Tourism holds a great potential for job creation and economic development of region. We will join this effort of Incredible Rail for Incredible India. We have successfully experimented on Konkan Railway tourism promotion through training of auto rickshaws and taxi operators as tourist guides, since they are the first point of contact for the passengers. We intend replicating this at major tourist destinations. We propose to explore the possibility of offering some coaches in select trains connecting major tourist destinations to travel agencies on a revenue sharing model. I have the honor to recall that this year we are celebrating 100 years return of Mahatma Gandhi from South Africa to India. IRCTC will work on promoting Gandhi circuit to attract tourists to mark this occasion. To help farmers to learn about the new farming and marketing techniques, IRCTC will work on Kisan Yatra, a special travel scheme. The financial performance for year 2014-15 and budget estimates of receipts and expenditure of 15-16 are at Annex 2. The actions in the 11 thrust areas which are described cannot remain mere policy pronouncement. Railways cannot function as business as usual mode. We have to gear up to face the future challenges. I will ensure that Railway delivers quantifiable and visible improvements. Our most critical initiative will be pursued in a mission mode under direct oversight and designated senior official as ministry as a mission director. A similar structure will be replicated in all zonal railways. I will personally monitor on all major thrust areas. I am confident that I have the support of 13 lakh dedicated men and women in this endeavour. Madam, at present, due to overutilized line capacity and backlog on track renewals, there are speed restrictions which lead to delay in running of more number of trains. And I want to give more trains as we have more demand from everybody. The review is being done, will be completed soon, so that we can announce new trains and increase frequency in this session of Parliament itself. Swami Vivekananda once said, take up one idea, make that one idea your life. Think of it, dream of it, live on that idea. Let the brain, muscles, nerves, every part of your body be full of that idea, and just leave every other idea alone. This is the way to success, unquote. For me, that idea is a transformation of railways. We can and we will turn the railways around. We will fulfill the Prime Minister's vision for the railway. We seek the support of all of you in this national endeavour to hold the key to transformation of India itself. Ek Bharat, Shresht Bharat. With these words, Madam Speaker, I commend the railway budget for 2015-16 to the August House.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/etnow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at etnowlive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/etnow.